seeing troops amassing at every corner.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
Is it business or pleasure? Go on, then. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stolus from Luke. I expect that was your doing as well.
It's...
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any,
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
Thank you.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Ah, the conquering hero
I may have picked up one.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker, the scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, as did his men. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen the Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash. Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too. One must instead see the bigger picture. The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice, the wounds he left. Consider it the price of today.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I
suppose we are.
Well, someone looks pleased with it.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo...
This is it. Under a new ship.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. There shall be no lessons today, only thanks.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who, to others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like
a bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, but until I do, my investigations.
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. I have quite the find for you today. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. You are always welcome, Clive.
Thanks to Sid.
Clive. What's that for you, dear? No scratches, right? That it?
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side.
No. She was right, though.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud.
Very well.
I
knew it was a good idea to have editors study alongside the children. It's really stoked their competitive spirit.
I think Mid might need some help.
Catch your death sleeping out here.
I know.
Lovely breeze, isn't it?
Sitting here.
I hear you've been busy making friends, Sid. Your predecessor had the same idea. Why, he even extended the hand of friendship to me. Not once, but twice.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
daughter started reading books that don't have any...
It hasn't been her usual self lately. I never see her with a smile.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And, what is it we need to do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and that means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at a temp, which is where you lot come in. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting this.
And the other can go and get the rest from this.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with...
Gav, you...
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the Black...
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff.
You two, eh? Don't go let...
Please me.
In your own time.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think, but if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall.
Let's go.
Be safe.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slinks.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once.
Oh, I plan to. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust.
We should go out on or beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's fang is gone.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen...
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that meant...
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken in... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the detail.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone, in other words, the reactor would overheat, and if this is where the helm comes in. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are... And not only that, they're also waterproof. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lost... The thing is, well, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and...
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visit. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away.
Good day to you.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The ruins are just over there, as...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. The things I do for you, Mitt.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you.
All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
How may I help you today, Clive? Kuka, but when I close my eye... Only I don't know how I wish you were here. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? It was... But now... Thank you. Quick look. Seen enough?
Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remains.
Right, the shield.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, which is why you need a prism for the dragons. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel. The helm and the plating are bulk. I need something...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know who's...
Tomes? I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Mid hasn't been her usual self. Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at...
What are these notes around?
She has some specific requirements for the Vanir to remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. As you can imagine, she's...
I see.
I wondered if you might...
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have... And yet, we have made...
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. No.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredient, the knowledge of the past...
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do...
The other can assist me in researching...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my...
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, who will accompany you on your little...
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more...
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so, in fact, that they were... Now, of course, they can be obtained.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set...
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Ty.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Gone, just like that.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. I'd go and look for him myself, loath though I am to...
I'll see what
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang.
All right. And that's what...
Ready, go?
Slap you like a twig!
This one! Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I'm certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to cut.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. She was the only thing that could... Now she's gone. What am I supposed to do? I ask her.
Try to remember the good times. Do that, and the Mother Crystal will be with you.
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend. I have to get back there right away.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
The most fragrant herbs and spice.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little
Master, it's...
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of her steepled peaks. Her Folsom's true. Milo, and look, inside. Master, I have found...
Well, if it take... not only is my apprentice back, I don't know how you did it. Now, do something.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved. She'll look at you in quite a different light, I'm sure.
My carpets have pride of place in...
Master Lubor says Drake's...
I hear you've been busy. You and I... What? Alas. Still... ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy. At least they did. So... that was your doing, was it not? As for me... stay safe out there.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Sid?
Good to see you, Sid, as always. Master Quentin. Ah, Clive.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy rustlings in the underground. It may be no more than a surf. Given what I hope you'll forgive.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin.
All right.
It's all but spent. The crystals we get from the tail are all...
It's not just the crystals. Areas are having trouble with their magic.
You're right.
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadow.
Oh, that. I heard the rumors.
All right.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures.
No.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Ran back here as...
I see. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet, then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Let's go. Faster!
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? What could we give a damn? All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. This one.
Over here! Throw torch! Ah! Sicker! Throw torch! Sicker!
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Fly, Ambrosia.
No need to ride from here.
Clive.
I found some black
shield, though they serve another, and it would appear the pack, damn it all. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now?
Because I want...
Who?
The former Lord...
I don't understand. Why him?
I was a member of the and fighted I saw more, and throughout...
So what changed?
I discovered that I was a fool, a means of ridding his response. And he faced no... I lost everything. The faith. So I set about I tracked down the man with money, and so I came here to...
And?
Of course. Seen fault our wounds. We know where what we did not.
Quentin.
Our time is short. My friends and
Going to change his mind. No. Where's Jill?
List. That the glass gate flood. That's fine.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst. Why don't we split up and see?
All right.
How about you look for I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by... They sell everything here at the market. Finding garlic and Pepio nuts won't take long.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Fresh cuts!
Come and get them before they're gone. What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking. Good day.
How the hell is anyone supposed...
Oi, don't touch anything. And... Go on. Take it. Good riddance.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to some... But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Is there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
Wonder how Harpocrates... He's just getting on with the moon dew.
Thanks to Sid.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Ty, and now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me.
I'm sure you have.
What about work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Oak.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course. Oh, and thank you. It was not.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the followed by a rigorous process. Perhaps someone...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
How good it is to see you, Clive. Look around. Still, why? I have said it many times. His story is ended. Were you aware... But what of the twins themselves? Yes, Jane. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. You wish to study the tomes? Did you learn everything you needed?
writers started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up that workshop.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant. I knew you...
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start way to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, eyes. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other...
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst, and... That's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close. I don't want her to be just... I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get...
Don't you all? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sod our plans,
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad...
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first.
All right.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship.
All right, Clive. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the... No excuses now.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take.
She said that?
She?
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid? Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? But anyway, I was on my... Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need some...
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Just like when we built this. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others more.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow loomed over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Wish I could take one of our birds.
Well. Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit. Problem is, which is white.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distill
proper.
So what exactly do you need?
Nothing but Bomac gave me a sample she'd obtained from the... You pour the black, sir. And do you know what I found now?
I take it that's where...
I saw a billet on the hunt board. Would have gone myself, but...
All right.
Thank you.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal. Too. Didn't you, boy?
Over here! Attack! Over here! This one. Faster!
No need to ride from here. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. The wine needs more than this.
Is that the thing Tomes? Help to build.
Mid told me she was building a ship. Clive! Here you go.
Seen enough?
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt for the bomb?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say it. Right then. There we... The Telemon Alembic. And it worked.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder.
There's... no...
Don't be sick. Why don't you let me take a look at that baggie?
What?
Well, we thought we might use it to... Ah.
Well, it can't hurt.
That's the spirit. Well?
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No. For supporting Mid and the rest of us in our... And I'm telling...
Wish I could take one of our birds.
Crack the crystal too.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive. That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto, maybe listen. A little. Listen. I've some bad news, and sadly, I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help.
Be late for...
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming, you get Clive to the man in charge. Well,
Oh, just Martha.
we owe 3 of our most trusted...
Each. 5 million. They lent us the bulk.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always...
No. We don't, after the king's ransom we had off him. Besides,
All right. Is there anything I can do to help?
there might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. A little something, Sidney, and I reckon 15 million in up.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me. But you know how it is with this place. Orders.
I know.
Go. Do you know?
Because you'd rather...
Because I'd rather, lady.
Well,
Don't worry.
really.
No. I don't.
Clive, we weren't expecting...
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you, and though I doubt...
A star, Ruby? It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right bar.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? Anyway, why are you the one a bit much?
Something like that.
Same as all back when the play probably Sid made, and when Sid passed away.
His death was...
But he didn't, I reckon. And don't we all? That...
There's talk that the glass gate flooded.
Did you hear that?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Milady.
Gift? Oh.
Otto asked to settle the hide and to...
I thought you might find... Tell Otto he can... The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please. And for Otto's. For all of...
Otto is lucky. I doubt anything could ever replace his...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. And blamed himself for not being able to... I don't know how it...
I didn't know.
How could you? Besides, an ill.
Gob will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady
About that. But she threw it right back.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't saying that.
I'm sure you were attacked. Lady Karen, Goat tells me you won't. Would you prefer the debt was repaid?
What debt? I may have tossed, but those were donations.
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. Where'd you even get a canny? Might be high already, it might be. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Oh, sometimes.
Speaking of which...
Oh...
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either at...
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seemed... How long did you know Sid?
Before he died. Back in the day. He bought passage to... We set up Drinking Island, quit my post not long after. Me and Sid... There was... The magic woke, and there was no hide.
Couldn't you and your family?
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him. And I couldn't for the life of me. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried him. And he was true to his word, threw away every... I knew then. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.